Hello everyone, today we will learn how to configure the CCIE INE topology, using GNS3 and VMware by using a core switch and 7200 router series. In the previous video we showed how to configure the INE using VMware, GNS3 VMware. Today we will use this configuration to build our topology here. So this is the logical topology and how routers connect to each other, and this is the physical topology here. And how we will build this topology. We will clarify some points here for this topology. Let's start by router 1. You can see that router 1 connected to router 4 and to router 6 through one broadcast domain. This is the broadcast domain. It will be with VLAN 146. So what we have to do is we need to create sub-interface at router 1 with VLAN encapsulation 146. And the IP address, it will be 155.1.146.1 for this router, and .4 for router 4, and .6 for router 6. It will be same broadcast domain through the switch. And for other broadcast domains or connections, we need to use the same scenario. So the connection between router 1 and router 3, it will be the connection through a switch with VLAN 13. And for this connection also, we will use the same thing. You can see that this is just one broadcast domain connected through a switch with VLAN 100. So what we have to do, we need to connect the physical connection and add what's shown at this graph. You have a switch here or hypervisor connected to your routers, and you need to configure the VLANs, to control your traffic, how it will be passed between your routers. So let's start by the configuration. We will delete and start from the beginning. You need a GNS3 switch, normal switch, and you need 10 routers. We will arrange later. No, we need just 10. Let's see what we have here and how we will build the INE topology. And we need to modify this switch to make all ports as a trunk with encapsulation .1q. It's very important to do this before connecting, because you can't modify the switch after add the connections, and we need to add some ports to be 10 ports for every router and for the switches. It's fine now. So what we have to do, we need to connect Ethernet 1 to router 1, same way for all other. To router 2, router 3, for the same way. Install the cables. We install the connection. We need to start these routers. You need to monitor your CPU. Don't start all these routers at the same time. It will be hang. Okay, now let's start by R1 and clarify what we have to do. Okay, go to GNS console. So the interface connected to the switch, it's giga 0/0, no shutdown. Okay, and we need to create sub-interface giga 0/0 dot for each broadcast domain or sub-interface. So we need to create, we will go clockwise. So we will start by 146 and 130. Let's start by 146. Okay, so we need to create sub-interfaces. Interface giga 0/0 dot 146 with encapsulation dot 1q 146, and we need to assign IP address 145.1.1.146.1.0. By the way, it will not be /16, it will be /24, because if you configure it /16, it will be overlap for other sub-interfaces. Okay, and hit enter. We finished from this sub-interface. We go to the next one. It will be 100 giga 0/0 dot 100 giga 0/0 dot 100 encapsulation dot 1q dot 100. IP address will be 155.1.100.1 class C. Interface giga 0/0 dot 13 13 with encapsulation dot 1q 30 with IP address 155.1.13.1 with class C subnet mask. Exit, and interface loopback is 0 with IP address 150.1.1.1/32 full broadcast, full subnet mask. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, we will save. Now we'll open a console for all of these routers. Okay, I will not go by order. I need to create just one broadcast domain, so I will use R1 and R4 and R6 as we said. R1, R4 and R6. So we configured R1, so we will configure R6. R6 we will start clockwise. We will start by 146.45.100. Okay, so we go to R4 and create sub interfaces at giga 0/0. We need to write down no shutdown and interface giga 0/0 dot 146. Okay, it will be the encapsulation dot 1q 146 with IP address. It will be 155.1.146.4. Okay, you can see that this subinterface will be 146 with encapsulation VLAN 146, and the IP address it will be 155.1.146.4, the router number. Okay, so we finished this subinterface, so we need to go to the next one. It will be 45 between router 5 and router 4. So we'll configure interface giga 0/0 dot 45 encapsulation dot 1q 45 with IP address 155.1.45.4 with the class C IP address, and the next one will be 100 encapsulation dot 1q 100 encapsulation dot 1q 100 with IP address will be 155.1.100.4 class C subnet mask. Is everything clear for this configuration? So we will go to router 6, and yeah, don't forget the loopback IP address 150.1.4.4 as I remember. Okay, 4.4, yeah, 150.1, and the router number 4.4, 6.6, 1.1. Okay, so now we will configure router 6 to end the configuration of this broadcast domain. So go to router 6 and enter the interface giga0/0, write down no shutdown, interface giga0/0.146. Okay, 146 and 67. We will go clockwise, 146. So encapsulation.1q 146 with IP address 155.1.146.6 class C, and interface giga0/0.67 with encapsulation.1q67 with IP address 155.1.67.6 class C. Okay, we finished these three routers. So from router 1 I can ping 146.4 and 146.6. Let's see if we can do that. Ping 155.1.146.4. Okay, 146.6. Okay, so it's working fine. So what we have to do after I clarify the point of the configuration for this broadcast domain, you can do, it's the same idea we will apply for all the topologies here for between router 6 and router 7. Okay, and router 7 to router 9, all of these routers we will configure the same configuration. Okay, so we will start by order. So we will come back to router 2 here, conf interface giga 0/0 0/0 dot, no, not dot, it will be no shutdown, interface giga 0/0 dot 100 encapsulation.1q dot 100 with IP address 155.1.100.2 class C, and interface giga 0/0 dot, what's the next one, 23 with encapsulation.1q 23 with IP address will be 155.1.23.2 class C. Okay, exit with interface loop packet 0, it will be IP address 150.1.2.2 full subnet mask and save. Okay, so we'll go to the router 3. What we have at router 3, we have 13, 100, 23, 37. We will start by 13. Access in configure terminal giga 0/0 no shutdown with encapsulation, no, interface giga 0/0 dot 13 encapsulation.1q 13 with IP address 155.1.13.3 class C subnet mask, and after that it will be giga 0/0 dot 100 encapsulation.1q dot 100 with IP address 155.1.100.3 class C, and interface giga 0/0 dot 23 encapsulation.1q 23 with IP address 155.1.23.3 class C, as you can see. But no, it's okay. Interface giga 0/0 dot, after 23 we have 37. Okay, encapsulation.1q 37, IP address will be 155.1.37.3 class C IP address. We finished. Interface loop back is 0, IP address will be 150.1.3.3 full subnet mask. Okay, We finished router 3, so we will configure router 4. We already configure, so we will configure router 5. Okay, let's see what we have at router 5. Okay, I'm sorry for interruption. We will keep configuring the routers. We reach router 5. Conf t interface giga 0/0. No shutdown. Interface giga 0/0 dot. We will start clockwise. It will be 1.5, which dot 5. It will be the encapsulation dot 25. Okay, it will be the local LAN for this router. 5.5. We will use the same procedure. I will not change anything. Interface giga 0/0 dot 158 dot 58 encapsulation dot 1q 58 with IP address 155.1.58.5 class C, and the next one will be giga 0/0 dot 100 no 100 encapsulation dot 1q dot 100 with IP address 155.1.100.5 class C subnet mask. Okay, and the last one will be 45 interface giga 0/0 dot 45 dot 45 we said encapsulation dot 20q 45 with IP address 155.1.45.5 class C subnet mask exit, and the last thing is the loopback interface. It will be 150.1.5.5 full subnet mask. Okay, and after that we already configure router 6, and we need to configure router 7. Let's see what we have at router 7. Interface giga 0/0 no shutdown. Interface giga 0/0 dot first one it will be 6767. So encapsulation dot 1q 67 with IP address 155.1.67.7 class C IP address, and interface giga 0/0 dot next one will be 37.37 with encapsulation dot 1q 37 with IP address 155.1.37.7 with the class C subnet mask. After that it will be 79 encapsulation dot 1q 79 with IP address 155.1.79.7 class C subnet mask, and after that will be the LAN for router 7. Interface giga 0/0 dot 7 with encapsulation dot 1q dot 7 with IP address 155.1.7.7. Okay, we finished. Last thing is the loopback. It will be 150.1.7.7 full subnet. Don't forget to save. Okay, same procedure for router 8 will be conf t interface giga 0/0 no shutdown. Interface giga 0/0 dot what we have at router 8, it will be 58. So encapsulation dot 58 with IP address it will be 155.1.58.8. You can see that we just repeat the same procedure. So if you have concealed the first one and the idea of the configuration, you can complete these things by yourself. So the next one clockwise 58 we configure, 85 we configure. So we have 108 108 with encapsulation what happened encapsulation dot 1q 108. Okay, with IP address 155.1.108.8 the class C interface giga 0/0 dot 8, which is the local LAN. Encapsulation dot 1q dot 8 with IP address 155.1.8.8 class C subnet mask, exit, interface loopback is 0 with IP address 150.1.8.8, full subnet mask. Okay, and the last thing we have router 9, conft interface giga 0/0, no shutdown, interface giga 0/0 dot, what's the first clockwise, it 79, encapsulation.1q 79 with IP address 155.1.79.9, class C subnet mask. Okay, and interface giga 0/0 dot 9 encapsulation.1q 9 with IP address 19155.1.9.9. Okay, class C. And the last one will be the loop back interface 150.1.9.9, full subnet. Okay, we configure all of these things. Go to the router thing, giga 0/0, no shutdown, interface giga 0/0 dot, what we have, 10 encapsulation.1q.10 with IP address 155.1.10.10, class C. And the next one will be 108 encapsulation.1q 108 with IP address 155.1.108.10 with class C subnet mask. And last thing, we have the loopback IP address 150.1.10.10 with default subnet mask. Okay, so we finished our configuration. After that, you need to access the workbook and start and download the resources from here and see what you have to do and start your configuration for these switches, which will be the first topic of the workbook, INE workbook. You can see that. So in this book, ask you to configure at this configuration here, ask you to configure switch 1 port fast Ethernet 0/19 at layer 3 interface. Okay, ask about 0/19, ask to configure this link. Okay, so what you have to do, you need to go to GNS3 and install core switches. And by the way, when you use VMware, it will not generate it by order. It will not be 0 Ethernet 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be like that, 0/0 till 0/3 and 1/0. So you need to create your own topology and rename these these interfaces at the switch, and start using your own topology based on the INE workbook, and everything will be fine. Okay, after finishing this, the first section, we can see that here. You can see that what's the context of this book. You can see that it's LAN switching. Okay, just these 4 core switches. You will use these 4 switches, and you can create it, and it's easy to create and to rename these interfaces. Okay, after finishing, you need to access your routing topology by using routers, and you need to download the initial configuration. The initial configuration of the routers you can find here, and you can download from here. Okay, by click on this link, you can download the initial configuration. Have a nice day and thanks for watching.